Welcome to today's Explainer. I am so excited to jump into this one with you because we're looking at one of the absolute most fascinating phenomena in all of biology. So think about origami for a sec. You've got a flat, featureless piece of paper, right? It holds absolutely no real function on its own. But with a few precise, masterful folds, it transforms into this beautiful crane, or a box, or a little boat. Well, inside every single cell of your body, a microscopic version of this exact origami is happening millions of times a second. It is literally how our bodies build the functional structures of life itself. But what happens when nature makes a wrong fold?
Okay, let's dive into this. It's actually kind of staggering when you think about it. The idea that something as massive and devastating as Alzheimer's or Parkinson's could fundamentally begin with a tiny, microscopic biological error, just a single chain of molecules folding the wrong way. Today, we're mapping the journey from those basic building blocks of life to how they fold, why they sometimes misfold, and how those tiny, almost invisible errors snowball into some of the most recognizable human diseases we know today.
Part 1. How proteins shape life. Let's start by looking at the foundational, micro-level biology of how our bodies actually build these functional structures.
So, at its core, protein folding is simply the process where a linear chain of amino acids organizes itself into a highly specific three-dimensional structure. Going back to our origami metaphor, that linear chain is your flat piece of paper. In that linear form, it can't do its job. It's useless. It relies entirely on chemical interactions and the environment inside your cell to fold into a very specific shape. Because in the world of proteins, shape equals function. How it folds dictates exactly how it's going to interact with other molecules and do its biological job.
Let's move to and see how this builds across 4 distinct levels of structure. It's kind of like a giant puzzle. It all starts with the primary structure. That's the sequence of amino acids, acting just like a simple string of pearls. From there, hydrogen bonds kink and fold that string into a secondary structure, forming these little spirals or folded sheets. Then, those sheets lock together into a fully 3D tertiary structure. And in some cases, like the hemoglobin carrying oxygen in your blood right now, multiple 3D shapes actually combine into a massive quaternary structure to do the heavy lifting.
Chronologically, this all plays out in a really precise 3-step life cycle. It kicks off with synthesis, where cellular factories called ribosomes pump out that linear chain of amino acids. Then, the magic happens. It twists and bends into its functional shape during the folding process. But before it can go to work, the cell runs a strict quality control check to make absolutely sure every single fold is perfect.
That quality control step is critical, and it relies on some real cellular heroes. Molecular chaperones are specialized proteins that essentially act as quality control inspectors. Think of the HSP70 and HSP90 families of heat shock proteins, for example. Their entire job is to assist other proteins in folding correctly, step in to help refold them if they somehow lose their shape, and, most importantly, prevent them from clumping together incorrectly. They are the guardians of the cell's origami.
But, nature isn't perfect. Part 2. When protein folding fails. Let's shift gears and look at what happens when this incredibly delicate process breaks down.
The crucial point to understand here is the stark contrast between these two states. A normal protein is functional, active, and perfectly stable. But a misfolded protein, it adopts an entirely incorrect structure. It completely loses its biological utility, becomes highly unstable, and worse, it starts forming toxic accumulations inside the cell. It totally shifts from being the functional hero of our story to a really dangerous toxic threat.
So what actually causes these misfolds? Well, it's a mix of internal and external villains. You've got genetic mutations that fundamentally program the protein to fold incorrectly right from the DNA level. Then there's cellular stress. We're talking things like extreme heat, environmental toxins, or just natural aging. Combine that with moments where those chaperone quality control proteins fail, or when a cell simply overproduces proteins and gets completely overwhelmed, and the risk of errors skyrockets.
And this brilliantly illustrates how a single microscopic error escalates into a cellular catastrophe. When proteins misfold, their newly exposed surfaces often make them incredibly sticky, so they start clumping together in a process called aggregation. A few sticky proteins form small toxic structures called oligomers. These grow into longer chains called fibrils, and eventually they accumulate into massive, dense structures known as amyloid plaques. These structures physically damage and eventually kill the cells they inhabit. Part 3. The disease connection. Let's look at the real-world, human impacts of these misfolding errors. The connection between specific misfolded proteins and devastating neurodegenerative diseases is just profound. In Alzheimer's, amyloid beta and tau proteins misfold and form those plaques we talked about, causing immense neuronal damage and memory loss. In Parkinson's, a protein called alpha-synuclein misfolds into aggregates that specifically target dopamine-producing neurons, causing severe tremors. And in Huntington's, a single mutant protein clumps up in neurons, triggering tragic progressive brain damage.
But here's the thing. This isn't just an issue isolated to the brain. Misfolding causes massive systemic diseases across the body too. In cystic fibrosis, a mutation causes the CFTR protein to fold incorrectly and degrade, which leads to defective chloride transport and severe lung and digestive problems. Even type 2 diabetes has a folding connection. Toxic deposits of a misfolded protein called IAP accumulate and actually damage the insulin-producing cells of the pancreas.
Now, what's really interesting and honestly kind of terrifying about this slide is prion diseases like mad cow disease. Here, the misfolded protein, called a prion, actually acts infectiously. It's like a falling domino. When a misfolded prion bumps into a perfectly healthy protein, it forces that healthy protein to misfold too. It causes this rapid, unstoppable chain reaction of brain tissue degeneration.
Part 4. AI and Biotechnology Solutions. We are entering an amazing era where cutting-edge tech allows us to fight back at the molecular level. Artificial intelligence has completely revolutionized protein research. It is a real game changer. Systems like AlphaFold can now predict the 3D structures and folding patterns of proteins with just mind-blowing accuracy. Before AI, this could literally take a scientist years of tedious lab work for just one single protein. Now, AI can map functional regions instantly and even drive drug discovery by identifying novel molecules that can stabilize these structures, prevent them from sticking together, and directly target those misfolded culprits.
And scientists are attacking this from every conceivable biotech angle. We're designing small molecule drugs to physically prop up and stabilize these structures, while simultaneously developing chaperone therapies to boost the cell's natural quality control. If the issue is in the DNA itself, gene therapy aims to correct the mutation right at the source. And for the toxic clumps that already exist, we are engineering targeted antibody therapies to hunt them down and clear them out.
But how do we actually study something we can't even see? It takes an incredible mix of disciplines. On the physical lab side, scientists use breathtaking techniques like X-ray crystallography, cryo-electron microscopy or cryo-EM, and nuclear magnetic resonance to actually visualize these microscopic structures. And then they combine that with massive computational power, using molecular dynamic simulations and bioinformatics to model exactly how these folds happen in real time. It's wild.
So, we've gone from a simple chain of amino acids to complex 3D structures, and from tiny folding errors to massive global diseases. Understanding how proteins fold, why they fail, and how cells try to fix them is at the absolute frontier of molecular biology. But I want to leave you with this thought. As advances in structural biology and AI enable us to not only predict folds, but design completely custom proteins from scratch, are we finally on the brink of curing these misfolding diseases once and for all? The science is moving incredibly fast, and the future of human health really depends on it. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep exploring the incredible biology happening inside you right now.